Hi, everybody. Welcome to Creature Corner. My name is Jared Krichevsky. I am the host of Creature Corner, brought to you by Lenovo and AMD and Gnomon School of Visual Effects. This is a very odd night indeed. So, I mean, we're I'm just incredibly grateful that my friend Matt Millard and co-host is here with us. Um, so let's just bring him on. No fancy intro. Just here he is, Matt. Hey, buddy. Um, I guess the reason why I'm being a little weird is because what was it, like 2 days ago?
Friday.
Friday. Uh, you had some tornadoes. You live in Arkansas,
Yeah.
and you had some tornadoes kind of like rip through your
Yeah.
your area.
Yeah. Barely missed the house.
So first of all, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad Slayer's okay.
My boy.
Your neighborhood is okay, but like, what? I mean, tell us your story, man. Like, what happened?
Dude, I was, Arkansas is in Tornado Alley. So in tornado season, this has been happening our entire lives. For 35 years, it's tornado sirens. And if it gets bad, you go to, under the stairs or your basement or whatever it is and hole up for a minute. But it never has hit like West Little Rock, Central Little Rock, really. It's always hit northern Arkansas, Benton, Russellville, that kind of shit. And man, I was out at lunch, not thinking anything of it. I was probably 5 minutes away, like 2 miles down the street, something like that. And it starts raining real hard, and then everyone in the restaurant gets like a blue, 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 like all at the same time. And it's like a tornado has touched down in your area. And at that exact moment, like one of the bartenders came out and was like, "Well, a tree just flew through my fucking house," and I was like, "I'll take my tab," like.
Yeah.
And dude, it took me 2 hours to get home because, like, right whenever I left, the tornado was tearing through where I live, and by the time that I got to there's probably 4 different ways to get inside of my neighborhood. Every single one of them was blocked with trees, wreckage, parts of buildings, cars. I was watching buildings collapse like right before my eyes, dude. There are places that are erased, and just 2 streets down from my house, like it's just destroyed.
You said like some like childhood haunts and neighborhoods.
Oh, it's gone, yeah,
God
for
damn.
sure. Like where I grew up, like over there at Rodney Parham, everything is just destroyed. Like where my childhood school was, where my mom lived, where my buddies lived, where we used to go skateboard all the time, is just boom, it's gone. And man, if this wasn't in Arkansas, like, I mean, within an hour, there was just hundreds of people with chainsaws just cutting.
Yeah.
South, they were just like ready. Everybody got in their trucks. Were like, "Let's go cut down some tree," So it was dope, and the community's like really come together. It's been great, and now everyone's got PTSD, and we're all tired of it, and it's coming again tonight and maybe tomorrow. So we'll see.
So yeah, I guess as well you are under like tornado watch, right? Like you're
not currently.
Okay, so you're clear for now, but I know there's like tornadoes settling down and
severe thunderstorm warning right now, and then I think either between like 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. there's we're in the enhanced danger zone for tornadoes.
Holy shit!
Overnight, so we'll see.
Well, we are all hoping and praying for your safety, my friend, and for everybody else's safety out there. I've been in a tornado. It's not fun. I there was one came over us in college, and we had to hunker down in the theater room. And you know, this is our workshop, so there's like tools and weapons,
Yeah.
and, saw blades and nails, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is this is the most Final Destination shit I've ever seen.
Exactly.
So, dude, yeah, we're all you worried about you. So if throughout the course of this stream Matt's got a jet, no sweat, dude.
It's
Like,
all good, man. As long as
yeah,
you don't hear this.
and now we have to like segue.
Yeah, segue into making some monsters.
Yeah,
Man.
nothing like distraction, right?
Yeah,
So
man.
keep. I'd like to think in an emergency situation, we're just keeping the children busy with stories of monsters. Well, anyway, dude, we love you, and we're glad you're still here with us. And Slayer, especially,
Mm.
we love that boy. We love the
Oh,
so yeah, man.
I'm stoked.
We're
Let's
well. Let's get into it, man.
Yeah, let's go.
We are. This is where I left off last week. This is where you and I left off last week.
Oh, dude, yeah, I forgot you were doing the kick-ass poses.
Yeah, yeah. So today is just like is refinement. I thought a lot about your notes that you had last time. You were suggesting putting this tubing like more to look like veins.
Yeah.
And I love that idea because that'll kind of plus up the whole thing, and then add some like viscous like veiny kind of
that'll be sweet.
kind of texture, and then I might want to add like a little bit of like scribe lining, some kind of like high tech bolts or something in there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Just so he looks spacey enough. But man, we're just gonna sync this thing together and tidy.
Dude, hold on. Look at the hams on that, dude.
it immediately.
Turn them around.
What?
Turn them around.
Oh, the hams. Oh, the hams.
Look at those hammies.
Those boys.
Ooh!
There. See. Look, when you are a space titan, you gotta keep fit.
Is full blown sexy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, he's gotta,
Dude, that pose is so sick, man.
It's triumphant. It's
yeah, and the little bend on his logo on the on his helmet. I remember you taking that note. I think that was
yeah, man. That fixed that, and so I'm going to do the same thing to the staff too, and then we'll just keep plugging away at it, man. And I'm thinking, I don't know, I just picked a Ranger at random, but I was thinking Blue Ranger helmet.
Me too.
You were thinking Blue Ranger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because it'd be shocking.
Yeah, it's the saddest one, right? It's like, dude, man. They killed Billy. Like, that's messed up.
And it's also just like the most classic helmet.
I love it.
So maybe model that up today.
That'll be fun.
Well, we'll see what we got time for, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burke.
Sorry.
Well, I mean,
are they rooting?
we're
my dog was even like, huh? I'm like,
what's going on? I mean, dude.
Okay, so yeah, I believe. Oh yeah, like this is I'm out of design phase and now I'm in noodle zone, I think is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Let's check it. Yeah, here he is. Right. I added the classic kind of like big fat veins going into the eyeball right here.
Oh, yeah. Great. Look at those things.
And let's see what else. What I need to do today is, sculpt on his big arm. This is still just straight from Nomad or whatever. I need to start and finish these legs, finish this pose. Everything's a little wonky here. But I would say between the arms, the head flesh, and the legs, that's about the last leg of everything. I mean, like I've got his head looking like menacing, I've got that right eye kind of clearly showing. You can still see the kind of human jowl that's being formed. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed with the teeth in there, but he's looking pretty gnarly. So
look at that face. That's a sad man. That's a sad man inside there.
That's a sad man inside there.
It's just like he's a sad man. He's a sad man. That lighting is killer, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, dude. But yeah, I feel like we're really getting there. I really want to print this thing just fucking huge and have it at Monsterpalooza. I think that'd be fun. Look at him go. I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, dude, and I popped a giant, like an actual eyeball in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, right. There you go. That's delicious.
Yeah, you guys really need to spend time. Make your own damn eyeballs.
If you just learn how to make a good eyeball.
If there is one thing that makes me upset, it is seeing the same eyeball in every model. Like they pull it from like one of two places,
Scam.
They get the digital human Emily eyeball, or they'll download some displacement map or something, and it's
yeah.
I get it, but it's like so fun sculpting.
Eyes are very fun,
and you need to learn how to do it well. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Noodle Zone.
Bend and turn on.
Got a lot to do, but I think we can make some stuff work.
Look at us making it work.
It would be sweet is like I'm looking at your sculpt and your guys like holding the skull or whatever.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if this dude had like Hunk's head in his arm. Like Hunk is the SWAT team member that gets killed in the very beginning of the RE2 cinematic. But maybe like on the base, there's like, a gas mask that's been like crushed or some shit, kind of.
It gives them something to do,
Yeah, like it's like, hey, this is what I just did.
Hey, yeah, and any prop kind of helps tell the story. It just kind of expands on it a little bit, and it's like, hey, I'm crushing my enemies. Like, dude, watch me crush my enemies. I'm having a great time.
And one thing that I did also in this design since the last time we worked on it is I paid attention to the giant eyeball here in the silhouette. And if you can see, like I'll rotate the camera, like it kind of like matches an actual human eye instead of just being a giant circle and looking like a giant butthole, that's in the I actually need to pull out the pure ref. But in the new design, they really punched that in, and I really liked that. But yeah, see, like this, it's like, bro, you don't want that.
You don't want an eye. I mean,
You don't want that.
an eyeball, coming out of your shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
That's a glow up, though.
I guess for me, it's kind of it's the trade off. Like, is it really helpful that you're looking through it? Like, does it really help his field of vision?
Like, dude, that's just how God made him, and you shouldn't body shame, G virus monster bioweapons. Man.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, is it help? I'm not shaming.
Is it helpful?
Is it helpful to him? Like, is it an advantage? Because maybe some people want a shoulder eyeball.
There is something present.
I think there's a market for it.
There is something present in this design that I think I'm going to try and pop in a couple of places. If you're familiar with the game, or let me say, if you're not familiar with the game, shame on you. But eventually, this guy turns into only eyeballs and teeth, right? Everything turns into teeth and eyeballs. But I'm just now noticing that in like the 94, or what is this, probably 95, 96 concept art, there's like all these little eyeballs popping out all over his body.
Yeah.
Cluster of spots right there. Cluster of spots.
There you go.
Cluster of spots right there. It's like, dude, it's coming out of your leg. That's gross.
Anytime there's a cluster.
Anytime there's a cluster.
Let me tell you, clusters not great.
Don't want to hang out with clusters.
Like, you don't want someone to tell you you've got clusters.
The boy was born with clusters. Clusters mayonnaise.
Clusters mayonnaise.
Clusters mayonnaise.
It's
made from real people.
It's the mayonnaise with clusters in them.
It's the mayonnaise for real humans.
Remember, like Ma used to make.
Because it was made out of Ma. Yeah, and then this hair. I don't even want to screw with the damn hair. I'm just going to leave that. Leave the hair for the very last. I'm going to get stoned one day and be like, all right, I'm going to sculpt some hair.
Sculpt some hair. Hair, you just got to do like a brush.
I know. You just got to do it. You get a brush of hair.
Brush.
You got to brush the hair.
You got to brush the hair.
Look at this dude's hand.
What's going on? Oh, I like that. Just leave it like as a baby hand.
The sound bite is golden. Yeah, man, that's that blocking hand.
Just give him a little baby hand.
Look at that. Grab my strong hand.
Yeah. Don't hand it to me to that one. That's my baby hand. Hand it to my good hand. My good hand. That's my baby hand. You know I can't use that one. I'm sorry. My baby hand. My very tiny baby hand.
I saw, what did I watch?
You saw Dungeons and Dragons.
I saw Dungeons and Dragons.
Dude.
It was so great.
I have not seen it. I've heard it is a film.
Oh, dude, it's so fun.
Is it? Yeah, I've heard it's fun.
Yeah, dude, it was great.
Because I worked on it for a little bit.
Oh, that's cool. What'd you work on?
I did. Well, I don't know. Spoilers. Let me. I'll send it to you in the chat.
Okay. Let's see. Peanut butter jelly?
Yeah, dude, you weren't supposed to say that out loud. NDA. I mean, the movie.
Yeah. So that's actually what I was upset about.
Oh, cool.
It wasn't there.
It wasn't. It didn't make it.
Didn't make it.
James, give me an aw. You need like an audience, like aw. Well, you know what? It's so good. They were saving it for the sequel.
I guess so, man. I will say that, it wasn't there. No, that movie was awesome though. It was so
Like
fun.
my father, it wasn't.
So fun. It was a blast.
Oh man, well I heard the script was great, and there's
Yeah, you don't need to be in the know of anything,
yeah,
and if you are, it's just full blown fan service for
it's
you. It's
okay.
really fun. God, the practical effects are ridiculous, dude.
Too hot to handle and too cold to hold.
Give me
They
my
are
Slim Jim.
they are ridiculous. They are so it's so
I
so.
love it, man. Yeah, because I know Legacy did a lot on that. They did Jarnathan and stuff like that. That was shared.
His name is Jonathan.
I know. His name was Jarnathan. So the movie rocks. You're happy. You're happy as a fan.
Dude, yeah, I loved it, man.
As a fan, you're happy. As some kind of jellified fish person, you're happy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working with Wizards of the Coast right now, so it's also fun to
You got
see.
some inside. You got some insider kind of what play? I'm trying to think of a cool word and I
Some
can't.
sort of insider.
You're having like
What am I having?
it's you're doing a thing.
What? Yeah, exactly.
You're having a good time. You're sharing friendship and knowledge.
Yeah, friendship and knowledge.
Yes.
Wow, I mean, dude, I've got to tell you, with all the stuff that's been going on, like I haven't had power for like 4 days, and I'm like, dude, this feels like it was a month ago I was working on this thing.
It's got to feel really surreal, man. That shit's just always scary.
And then I got my power back on, and then it went off again today, like right in the middle of my work day.
I mean, I just kind of fully expect that you could disappear at any moment.
Yeah.
I'm and then I have to close out with that.
It's gonna be fine. The
I'm
weather's
like,
fine.
well, I'm like learning the map of Arkansas right now. I'm like, okay, Matt said he was in this area. I'm trying to be a meteorologist and a damn.
That's great. I love that.
I'm checking Arkansas weather alerts. Like, oh my God, please don't eat my friend.
Okay, Anthony Hayes, what's up? April Banner, what's up? Idle Nonsense, what's up? JC Sculpture,
Talking Wizards of the Coast, Magic or D&D, we were talking about the movie, which I believe has both of those things.
It has Dungeons and Dragons.
And Matt is also working for what? What is working for WotC. Have any of us used 3D Code? I have not, but I've heard it in recent years. It got really good.
Is 3D Code still around?
Still around, and apparently it's pretty dope.
Well, I mean, you've got like Marmoset and Substance, like.
You have like a million things. Blender, you could 3D model with a sack of potatoes.
I've done it before.
My refrigerator has Autodesk.
My refrigerator has Autodesk.
Yeah, I mean, like
It doesn't have it. It doesn't have any specific software. It
Yeah,
just
yeah,
has Autodesk.
it just has Autodesk.
I like
Well, the subscription sucks, because it's like if I want to model my milk.
I'm just gonna make some weird dumb hand.
Like a baby hand, or
Yeah, we're just getting a little weird and dumb with it.
we're just gonna get weird and we're gonna get dumb.
And starting asymmetrical, always really fun. And that's the end of that story. Yeah, we'll just kind of stretch his little muscles around.
I mean, like
Look at
asymmetrical sculpting, it pushes you,
Yeah, it
You
just
really,
it feels more traditional too.
And you could absolutely rely on symmetry to the very end. I do all my 3D modeling by carving things out of potatoes and then scanning those shapes in with 3D capture in Substance Sampler. Yeah, potatoes as a medium is very robust, and you can fry it up afterwards.
Yeah, that's actually why Stan Winston did it for so many years, is because it was like in the middle of your workday, you just cook your props.
Right. A lot of people don't know that, but the Terminator is part potato.
Literally almost entirely made out of potatoes.
Very impressive.
That's how they actually in T2 it was mashed potatoes for the T1000 effect. Is how they got them.
And the reflections are actually butter.
There's a little bit of sour cream.
Exotic butters.
Yes. Oh my God. James was waiting for that one.
Yeah.
He's had that on deck.
Going full blown
butters.
Full blown butter veins on this dude. Imagine having a nickname as Butter Veins.
Butter veins.
Here comes old Butter James Millard. What a loser.
What is the butter veins?
Did I say Butter James?
I have questions like, okay, are the veins made of butter, or is it that you
just kids being kids.
so
man.
much butter?
Just kids being kids.
How much butter? Tell me how much butter you're eating. That kid's dangerous with the butter.
Kid's dangerous. Oh yeah, dude! I got my second printer in today.
That's right. You got yours. It's huge. Meanwhile, my parts are on their way.
Are they in China still?
They've supposedly arrived at the airport. Which airport? I don't know. It could be anywhere in the world. It could be an airport somewhere. I have a Anycubic, so both my printers are down. So that's fun. That's fun, and I'm crying a little bit. But it forced me to set up my spray booth and start painting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. What do you got for us?
Let me go get him. Now I gotta go get him.
Yeah, go out there into the world. Get him. I've been bugging Jared to get a damn air booth. And
Dude.
Airbrush.
And now now we're here. Let's see if we
But
can.
you know what's even funnier is that I bought one and didn't even use it for a year.
Yeah. I mean, totally.
So it takes time. Yeah, dude, he looks awesome.
So this guy, this like rat dude, this was one of the first things I ever like 3D printed. Not this print specifically, but like this rat dude was one of the first like test prints that I ever printed with. Um, and so I was like, I've been printing a few of these out. This is one that just happened to survive. And so painting it up with an airbrush, doing moldy cheese.
Dude, the cheese is awesome.
That was really fun. And I was, it was like one of those, like, I need to look at, I need to look at some moldy cheese to get it, like, let's see if we get the, see, it never focuses on the thing you wanted. There you go, camera. There you go.
Look at his eyes. Nice.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, you can see his teeth.
Yeah, I'm still gonna work on some other things. I'm gonna brighten up his teeth a little bit and add
That's awesome.
some clear resin so the teeth are a little shinier.
Oh, cool.
But like, this was a good learning experience.
Yeah.
So first print, now first paint, as a learning.
Yeah, and I, like the time that I've been spending doing it, I've learned that I got so excited to learn about airbrushing that I went all in to see like how much can you do with an airbrush, like. But also I learned like, oh, okay, half of it is airbrush and half of it is paintbrush.
Yeah.
All the extra stuff. It's so fun, dude.
And you know what? I even got out my like Prismacolor colored pencils.
Oh, sick.
And I did that for the veining.
That's how you did the veins? That's cool.
Yeah, dude. And I was like,
dude, yeah, I saw that in the picture and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I wonder if he painted those on.
And I was like, oh, you know what? I can do whatever the hell I want. This is awesome. And actually painting that up was just some of the most fun I've had.
And dude, I'm just making this guy's disgusting, like, grandma varicose aneurysm brain veins over here.
It's amazing how 3D is like it's like a gateway drug to like printing and painting miniatures.
Oh, dude, it's insane. Like the first time I felt even remotely okay with one paint job on a print, I was like, oh, I can see like.
You're like, oh, I get it.
See how it's like, okay, well, I just want to do this forever. Like, the only reason I use ZBrush is because I want to make things I can print.
And I can make my own. I can make whatever the hell I want out of my brain.
Yeah.
And then just make it real now, and then paint it. It's incredible. I mean, and we can take these through a pipeline, do whatever the hell we want. I'm working on his meaty back.
You said, have you been watching that I Think You Should Leave sketch where the guy says you could say whatever the hell you want?
We can say whatever the hell we want.
Because you said it like 5 times. It was so good.
Dude, I was just watching that skateboard sketch today.
Oh my god.
Like, we're just really bad people.
Yeah.
I want everybody to know that we're bad people.
So funny.
So good, man. We got to be getting close, right? It's coming soon.
I think so.
Yeah, we need that. What are you?
What'd you say? Sorry.
Man, that UI, wow, looks like an airplane cockpit. It's true.
Oh yeah, mine is just the default. Thanks.
Matt's got the default, and I'm like,
yeah, it's just the default. That's how I roll.
Not me, man. I like buttons. Lots and lots of buttons.
I will say, dude, that I have been thinking about customizing my UI.
Oh, you got to.
I've been thinking, well, I don't have to.
You don't have to, but you very much should.
Dude, see, I want this entire arm structure just to look like a giant eyeball from a Lucio Fulci movie getting torn out of someone's head. You know what I'm saying?
I'm always a fan of the optic nerve showing.
Exactly.
You know, when there's an eyeball and like it's like hanging out.
That's exactly what we're talking. I like that.
I like that.
We like that.
I like it. I like. Well, you know me. I'm a fan of like giant eyeball monsters.
Oh, well, I mean, you know me. I'm a fan of giant eyeball monsters in general as well.
Well, you know what, sir? I think you are a person of class and I respect and value your opinions. Because eyeball monsters.
Dude, yeah. I mean, come on. The one-eyed purple people eater.
Classic. We teach that one to children.
We teach that one in my house. We teach our kids that.
Well, I mean, like, dude, the first monster my kid, you know, really latched onto was Mike Wazowski.
Oh, sweet.
Giant eyeball, you know, and
plus he gets to fall in love with Billy Crystal too.
Yeah, I mean,
which is, I mean, just ultimate bonus. Ultimate.
Power Rangers did have an eyeball monster, yes.
Oh yeah, I would argue that they might have had more than one.
I think any good property needs an eyeball focused monster, and Matt, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what we're talking about.
You know, I know. I think, and you know what I'm talking about, and I think we need to put some focus on that because that would be amazing. Because every good property has one eyeball focused.
We've got to get some sort of giant. You know, also, whenever you're doing creatures like this, and you have one of those weird dynameshes from some sort of weird. It's one of those happy accidents. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's garbage. But it's like, oh, you know what? It's actually kind of interesting. I'll just
smooth it, and you're like, oh, you know what? This is actually okay.
I'll like use some of the. Oh, actually, yeah. Save your files. I forgot about the weather.
Good idea.
I'm gonna save every 35 seconds. I'm gonna print this thing out 95 feet tall.
I would. What was that one?
Mm-hmm.
What was that one specifically?
Was like from a sitcom or something.
It's like Gogans, Gorgons. Yeah, you gotta have an eyeball-focused monster.
Gotta have an eyeball-focused.
All the best properties have eyeball-focused monsters. Talking about. Remember War of the Monsters? Do you remember that game?
Oh yeah. Was it called War of the Monsters?
War of the Monsters.
Is that what it was called?
It's called War of the Monsters.
Is that what it was called?
It was called War of the Monsters.
Is that what it was called?
This dude, you know this dude.
There he is.
There's my guy.
Ooh, it's raining.
Oh boy. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they remade this recently.
Did they?
Connecticlops.
There it is. Look at that dude.
Yeah.
Eyeball and electricity.
God.
Like,
look at how kick-ass this roster is, bro.
dude, this roster had everything.
Look at Zorgulon.
Zorgulon. Let me tell you, Zorgulon was a huge.
Bro.
Oh,
That is top tier.
I just love Zorgulon.
And Praetor.
Oh, Praetor. Oh, dude, everybody loves the Mantis.
Dude.
Did you guys ever play this game? Or are we exceptionally old?
Oh, I'll take
Sterling, what's up, man?
I'll take it.
Sterling's a bomb-ass modeler.
Hell yeah.
Let's say Congar. Great name. Agamo and Magmo. Who was your go-to, Matt? Did you have a go-to?
Dude, you know who it is.
Was it Tojera?
Yes. Always the lizard man, dude.
Always the lizard man.
If there's a lizard man, I'm in.
Sorgulon. God, what a good name.
Dude, it's so good. It's like a world in a David Icke conspiracy.
Man.
On planet Zorgulon.
We might have to do some fan art, buddy.
Yeah, go Rampage 2.0.
Because Lord knows I need another rain going alien with pinchers in my portfolio.
Yeah, I'm into it.
I did get a suggestion that we should try our pass at the tripods from War of the Worlds.
You know, that is very challenging and interesting.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, because you hit you would have to do simple and effective to where it's still iconic, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a tripod, so it's like everybody knows what a tripod looks like.
Exactly.
Yeah, it would be a challenging one. Or boy, I wish I didn't merge everything together. I merged too soon.
He merged too soon.
I merged too soon, like on the freeway. I merged too soon.
I need to stop getting distracted, and I need to finish this giant monster arm. And yeah, you know, I'm just gonna use the garbage mesh that I have and interpret it. I'm like, okay, this looks like a couple of fused fingers together.
Oh, see? That's nice. Everybody gets something. Love to see some new takes on the tripods. Yeah, man, that'd be fun, challenging.
Yeah, I mean, damn.
Oh,
the last ones were great.
Charade in Soul Calibur. That's right.
Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur. I love that game.
Oh man, whenever they had Spawn on the Xbox version.
Oh, so good.
And you could just make them say "suffer" over and over again at the screen, be like "suffer, suffer, suffer."
Yes, Charade. This dude was dope. He had the giant eyeball in his temtem.
And who was the guy?
There was also the dude with the eyeball and the sword.
Yeah. He's got the crazy giant staring necro sword.
Yeah. He was. His name was like Billy or something.
Yeah, his name was Ted Nugent.
His name was Skimbiferol.
His name was I Play Mortal Kombat. But I did really like the Soul Calibur games.
Oh, Nightmare. That's what it was.
Nightmare. Yeah, Billy.
Yeah, Bibbidi.
Bib Tipkins.
Bib Tipkins. Randall Crandall.
Well, at least I can work tomorrow. That'll be nice.
Good God, man. You have a printer to set up.
I've got work I need to definitely catch up on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, they know that there was a tornado, right?
Right.
No.
And hopefully there's not another one tonight.
Jesus, man. I would appreciate it if there was not another one. Personally.
I think, maybe, myself too, and including some others would appreciate that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people might not like it if there was another one.
Thank you, Sterling. Me too, man. I am excited. Hopefully they stay on. Dude, yeah, now that I've got two printers set up, now that I have these two printers, hopefully this weekend I'll get it set up. My house isn't in midair. And dude, then it's like game on, right? It's like, spend $400 on resin.
Yeah, we're gonna. As soon as I get my parts in, man, I got work to do. We gotta start jamming stuff out because I don't know if you know this.
Oh, tell him.
Because we're on like some kind of path.
Yeah.
It's
course.
paved with eyeballs.
Yeah.
We're on the road to Monsterpalooza. Man, because we are getting really, really close. And
I want an 18-inch figure of William Birkin.
yeah, if I can get one thing done, one more thing done, because I have a bunch of prints that are like ready to go. I'm ready to fire off multiples. But if I could get one thing done before then, which would you see? Would you want the Invader or would you want Zedd?
Yeah, I want the Martian.
He wants the Martian. It is the most appropriately.
I think everyone wants the Martian. I don't speak for everyone, but today I will. Yeah, the Invader's sick, dude.
Yeah, I gotta get it.
It's got a huge. I mean, dude, your Zedd is great too. It's awesome.
He's just not ready yet. Zedd's just
The Martian it's got an iconic feel to it. The Invader feels iconic, you know.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Thank you, buddy. We're gonna make. I
think you should finish both of them though.
Oh, definitely. It's just like the question of what can I get done in time.
Look at the break in the wrist. My dude, my monster has got proper
Wrist breakage.
He's got that proper, just nice break in the wrist.
Got a nice break in his wrist.
There it is.
Listen to that guy. He's got a good break in his wrist.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. There we go. I'm getting there. I like that little bonus weird pinky on the back. Ooh, he likes it.
It's always fun when there's a little like multiple. It's like as a treat. You
Yeah,
know?
it's like a little bonus, like a cream filled center in a donut.
A pinky.
Yeah.
Like a donut.
Yeah.
Like a cream filled donut.
That thing is just. This is getting. Yeah. Okay. I'll take it.
We're gonna write our little book of wisdoms.
Yeah.
A
book of wisdom. Jesus, it would be filled with this garbage.
How's the Clayface sculpt going? Well, Clayface is done. He's ready to go. I'm gonna paint him up. But I did sculpt a little base for it.
Dude, the base looks great. I saw that today, actually. I was going back through Twitter and I saw that. So you just sculpted that out of clay?
It's a magic sculpt. So it's like a two-part. Go pick it up. It's like a two-part sculpt.
It's a two-part sculpt.
Well, and it hardens in about like an hour and a half. So you got a couple hours to work with it. So there's Clayface. That's this. So this part is 3D printed, and he's got his first layer of primer on it, and I'm gonna start painting this up soon. But the base,
the base is cool, dude. Yeah.
It's magic sculpt, so it's kind of like it starts off kind of like clay, and then it gets kind of like mushy and pasty, and then you can kind of, as it hardens, you can sculpt more details in it as you go. And then I used some Mod Podge, which is just kind of like glue. And then I did a layer of glue, which also softened it. And then that allowed me to sculpt it up a little bit tighter. So I'm going to paint it up, get him ready. But he's, Right now, he looks like Snowman. He looks like Snowface.
Dude, so the biggest fear, right? The biggest fear is that you don't want him to look
Like mud or poop.
like a big poop.
Yeah. And because I did a paint on I did a test paint on a smaller one,
Right.
and this was a while ago with different paints. But yeah, he kind of looks like a brownie.
Yeah.
Right? He looks like a brownie man.
Yeah.
And really, just looking at him makes me hungry. So it's like, there's a fine line of like what what you can do with them.
Dude,
Because
yeah.
Mudman real quick.
If you had some good washes, could really bring out some of that detail, make it look sick.
Yeah. So I mean, like that's the thing. Well, no, this one is this one's just exclusive for display only. But I'm hoping to have, some clay faces for sale. It's just a question of how much can I print in 2 months' time when I don't have the parts to print.
Yeah. Yeah, and like my power's been out for almost a week, and I'm like, well,
it's kind of like the universe is testing us a little bit.
Yeah, I'm more focusing on just having like some presentation pieces.
Yeah.
Hanging out,
Yeah. So when in doubt, lower the stakes a little bit. And now I don't know how much I will have. So it's like I'm just going to paint up what I've got, and that's what I've got. We're just going to hang out and have a good time. I've got a fart gun.
Dude's got a gun that shoots farts.
It shoots farts. We're going to be shooting that thing. So if you just
we're going to be shooting that thing.
We're going to be shooting that thing.
Shooting that thing.
That's when the Colorado in me comes out. Red clay, that could be interesting. How far does it shoot farts? It's pretty loud. Like, I think you'll be able to hear it.
Within a fart's distance.
Within a fart's distance. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty farty. And yeah, so we're excited for that. But you know what though? Painting feels good.
Painting is one of the funnest things I've done in the last 10 years.
And also, surprisingly, it goes fast.
And it reminds me of whenever I didn't even know that this career was a possibility, and I would just have fun and sculpt outside on some clay, have a couple of beers, paint it, I'm like, oh, okay, well, shit, this is cool now. Like, I'm like, oh, dude, like, I can print out these crazy things, and I don't know, man, it's addicting.
It is addicting. I mean, it's like, remember the first 3D print that you held, and you were like, oh my god.
Yeah. And I remember I texted you and I was like, dude, the printer's only like $200. You need to buy one.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I mean, it's and now painting them for sure, because you're like,
yeah, like years later.
Yeah. Some of the Ratman print has been sitting on my desk for like a year plus.
Mm-hmm.
Before I did anything with it. But I just bought a bunch of shelves. I bought like a rolling steel kit for like cleaning my prints now. My setup's
rolling what?
Like a rolling shelf, like a chrome kind of like, it's like a rolling cart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got like a rolling cart for all my paints and everything.
Yeah, so I've been like upgrading my setup.
Dude, that's what's up. See, and you get to spend money on yourself, and it's fun.
Yeah, and you're just like,
and you're like,
yeah.
I know that I enjoy what I do.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, this is for the, this is for the business.
I guess we gotta buy another printer. God,
Oh, gee whiz, this is, this is promotional.
God, what an expense.
And now I'm thinking like, oh man, I need a photographic booth.
Yeah.
Like I need a proper studio, maybe a camera to shoot this with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the stuff I've been working on too. I've been building a big photo booth just because the prints get too big for.
Yeah. And now we need a smoke machine. It's like,
yeah, but I just light cigarettes for that one.
He just lights cigarettes, but like, get a smoke machine. I just wanted to say it like that.
I want a hot dog machine.
Necessary for Prince.
Dude, I hope the hot dogs are good at Monster Palooza.
Mason says you got a fresh cut going on. Mason Baker. Hello, Mason Baker from YouTube.
A fresh cut, huh? Well, man, I got my hair cut a couple of months ago.
Oh, Bird's Eye. How's the leg? Much better, thank you. I'm almost human. Going for short walks. And yes, I will be able to teach in person. So classes next term, I will be there. Teaching. Farting while I teach. Teaching how to fart.
It's an instructional fart class.
It's mostly 90% farting. But yeah. I will be back. Back, Jack. We're gonna have a good time. Make some monsters. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It'll be cool. Nice and early in the morning. Farts. Yes. You wouldn't believe that I'm in my 40s, would you?
Oh man, incredible.
They're like, this guy is mentally stunted, and yet,
and there's like accidentally this little split down here, but man, just that interesting little detail.
Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, man. Yes, Andrew is confirming that he does. That I do indeed know how to fart.
Oh, I could have confirmed that.
Oh man, like sometimes you just I'm like, we're taking a break, and then I run out of the room real quick. Matt remembers.
Oh well, you can say remembers, but you can also say we'll never forget.
We'll never. Oh, I think my.
Let's get some weird fingers, man. We're going to weird finger zone. A lot of people complain about fingers and feet, and it's like, man, you just gotta have fun, dude. I mean, granted, this isn't a regular finger or a toe, but still, you're having fun. You know what I'm saying? Just get in there, have a little fun. You know where the knuckles are. Maybe you add a tendon or two. Hit those pads. You're in I'm in monster zone. Like, what is this? Like, is the flesh, is it falling off the bone and the bone is exposed? That's actually kind of an idea. Let's do that. And you know what? You know the language of bones, so just make one up.
Like the bone.
Doesn't matter. It's a monster. A regenerative virus has started making some additional bones at the end of this finger. And whenever you're painting that is going to be so fun. Yeah, like I keep a lot of silly putty around now for whenever I'm airbrushing. It's the perfect masking material.
Silly putty.
100%.
No kidding.
It is the most legendary technique. Yeah, just put that like Like on Scorpion, you know, I'd like just hit his whole face with silly putty and paint everything else.
No kidding.
It's just a live mask, and then you can tear it off.
No harm, no foul.
Nope. Yeah.
That's funny because I was trying masking tape and I noticed it was picking up the paint.
Yeah. That'll rip your paint off.
Yeah, that made me cry a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so my ZBrush is totally like exploded.
Yeah, I heard that bad news, or I heard that bad sound.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's like saving, but I'm just gonna shut it down.
You're just gonna give in and say, you know what?
What's lost is lost. What's gone is gone.
Oh, it hurts.
Oh
It
no.
hurts. Whew. Whew.
Okay, so what do we got? Well, I think we got a question here from Mason Baker.
You got a question from Mason?
Quick question. I'm trying to get into concept art, and I don't know whether to just finish my game design associates or go for BFA. And thoughts on that from someone that's already in the professional art industry. You're asking us whether or not you should finish
Finish
get
his
an
design.
associate or get a Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Man, I wish I had a good answer for you. I feel
Yeah.
like that is,
I don't know if I'm qualified to answer that question.
yeah, I feel like that's highly individualized, and I couldn't recommend either way. I
Right.
think that's something you will, have to discuss with some loved ones, like get some feedback. I think, both sound good to me, like any kind of, career furthering education is always good in my opinion. You're going to have to find what's right for you. I don't know. I know that's kind of a cop-out answer, but also I feel like that stuff's so just personal,
Yeah, it's very individual.
and I don't want to be like, oh, well, definitely quit all this stuff and do
Yeah.
this, like
Yeah.
I don't feel like I could do that, and and not
The
feel
only thing I would say is just constantly. Yeah, the only thing I would say is just constantly work towards your goal.
Yeah. I mean,
Going for a BFA, apply at places. If you keep doing whatever it is, just, you're constantly trying to better yourself as an artist, especially socially. You got to do a lot of networking in this industry. You got to meet people. You got to do a good job. You got to be nice. All of that other stuff. So that's going to get you a long way. That's what I'll say.
very true. And then and the work that goes on top of that.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot. You gotta get yourself a personal portfolio, the networking, the marketing, the pushing, the applying for jobs. That is very challenging. Sometimes you gotta eat a whole fish.
Yeah, it's an entire fish with everything included.
Just eat the whole fish. Hey, Andrew, join us, buddy. Can I offer my 2 cents? I have a BA in game development. I mean, I have a BA in theater. like you can do anything you want if you put your mind to it.
I dropped out of college.
Matt dropped out of college. I have a theater degree, which is, dude, I could draw you a set. could design a set.
I could draw you a potato.
I could draw you a full out potato. I could draw you a monster made out of potatoes.
Yeah, potato monster. That's something to think about. Little sprouts making its expressions and stuff.
Oh, I think roots are scary. Have you ever seen like potato roots?
Oh yeah, man. Have I ever seen potato?
Have you ever seen potato roots?
Have I ever seen potato? Yes.
Have you ever seen anything at all?
That got me.
Have you ever used your eyeballs? I mean, I don't know. I think.
Does it hurt? Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
Do you not know how to drive? No.
I don't know what any of this is, and I'm scared. But like, I just always thought roots were scary.
Yeah.
They're kind of like tendrily alive, moving.
Well, I mean, it's veins.
They're like veins, yeah.
Roots.
Yeah.
It's the universe of cellular patterns, man.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Have you ever seen anything? Like, man, have you ever witnessed?
Okay. I've got nubs. I'm going to pop in some scary fingernails.
Man is about to nubs.
The dude went in full Nubbinson's.
I'm so excited for the nubs.
Love me a nubs.
Love for the nubs.
Man, and I'm going to duplicate this eyeball and block in what we need. Just for the idea. That full varicose nastiness. Again, guys, make your own eyeballs. Make your own eyeballs, dude. Don't suck.
Andrew says sometimes what you study for may not be entirely what you do in your career. It's very true. You never know. I mean, like, what's cool about 3D is that it's very applicable to multiple industries.
Yeah. Engineering, 3D printing, visualization. You can use it in crime labs and traffic labs and weather labs.
Medical illustration.
Yeah.
You write a children's book.
You can tell your mom.
You can tell your mom about it.
That's something that a lot of people forget, is that they can tell people.
You could download like a car.
You can download a car.
You can download a car if you want. Like 3D is very cool because you can, like in our case, we can make whatever we want out of our brains.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I love that. And I love that what we're choosing to make. It's just fan art.
Yeah, we kind of busted out into some fan art randomly.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like we do this every so often. Like I've been, every so often I'll pick up Goliath and I'll be like,
yeah,
because I just know I have so much to do for it.
Yeah, when you hold the deer, it's hard to like final something.
Yeah. You just you look at it and you're like, man, this is gonna take forever. And I think that's why it takes me so long to finish things sometimes, especially if I'm ambitious. I'm like, man, I just know how long it takes.
Right. He just knows.
You just know.
He just knows.
If
you were to ask him, he would tell you.
I would know.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Is that the thing?
That's the thing.
Is that I would know?
Yeah, he just knows.
I just know.
All right, cool. I'm gonna take my fiber.
Let's take
Let's see what's going on. Where are you at? What's been going on?
Oh man, I've just kind of been doing everything and nothing. Just kind of unifying the body together because now it's one object.
Oh, got it.
And then kind of welding all that together, adding little bits of the veins, but I haven't really gone overboard on that.
Yeah.
You know, you can kind of see.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, that's gonna be pretty cool, dude.
And then yeah, I want to get all that like webby stuff on him.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
I just know that like we have like so little time, and there's so much I want to do.
Yeah, well, you know, that's why I always got to run that test print and just be like, okay, well, you know what? If I can add this, I can add this. If I can't, at least I got my cool print.
I made a cool thing. Charlene says, funny thing about art is I have learning probably 90% of my current skills on my own without school. Yep. Well, that's the changing nature of technology is we will always. That's what they told me is like there's always going to be another program to learn.
Oh yeah.
Be another thing that comes out that's even cooler that you have to learn. The young people will come in and they will, you know, teach you the program.
I just kind of hit a couple of passes on this arm. I've got him nubbed out. I'm going to give him some...
Straight nubbed.
I'm going to give him some scary fingernails. But I'm also going to hit this other arm whenever I get back. And I really want to finish this little headpiece here. This is very blocked in, but I've got it designed the way that I like it. But it's like too thick and...
Oh no!
Lumpy looking, so I'm gonna mess with that. Yeah, I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Man, my tube broke. Look at my tube. Look at my gorgeous tube. I got a trick for this. All right, so you messed up your tube, huh? What you do? Clone it. Boom. That pops it up there. Then you can rewind. Oh, and turns out there's nothing I can do. I was hoping I would have a clean version of my tube. But I messed up. Okay, I messed up. Come back. Come back. Come on. All right. We'll just get rid of it. And I'll make a new tube, okay? Yeah, the internet is amazing. And horrible. It's a horrible, horrible nightmare. But it's also very cool at some things. Making tubes. Tubes for the tube man. Get spooky, baby. Tubes for my tube man. Yeah, that's fun. Then I need to get a tube going down the other side. This guy's like 90% tubes. Turn off size. There. Everybody loves tubes. This tube goes down all the way around into his little toe. All the way down. And around to his little toe. Live tube. Yeah. It came together when I started posing it up. And, you know, look at that clench. I mean, come on. That's what it's about. We all got into this business for the butts. This episode brought to you by Creature Butts. Creature Butts. Gotta love the clench. Swimsuit. Yeah, he does. Yes, he does. Look, when you're, in order to stay in shape for, like, you know, hurting Power Rangers, you know, you get a nice butt as a side effect. It's true. I don't make the rules. I made up this rule, but I don't make the rules usually. We're just laying out some tubes. Just gonna have some fun laying out tubes. Tubes really tie the cheeks together. Yeah. Well, there's lots of squatting in karate, so it's just like it's a part of it. We'll be hurting Power Rangers. Yeah, I mean, like, do it, man. Fight a Power Ranger. That's what it's about. Life's too short. Life's too short not to take revenge on the Power Rangers. What did they do to Zedd? I don't know. Does anyone know that lore? How was that 2014? I liked the 2014 Power Rangers. I actually watched it recently because, you know, I was working on Zedd here. And that's, I think, kind of why I was like, I liked it. It was like kind of a fun modern take on it. Zedd's dead, baby. Zedd is dead. Movie reference. Name that reference. Oh, it's Matt Millard.
It's not a motorcycle, it's a chopper.
Oh, yeah, they got motorcycles. And a lot of other stuff, too.
All right, Marvin.
Let's see. We were talking about tubes.
The Matt jump scare, yeah, dude. That's what everyone calls me.
Matt jump scare.
Like, wow, you really ruined that moment. Thanks. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what everyone says.
That's what they all say about me. They say that, you know, I turn my head 360 degrees and then vomit on them. And they're like, man, can you not? I'm like, look, I'm sorry. Possessed by a demon. The demon or like the devil specifically?
What?
I don't know. Like if you're possessed, is the exorcist like possessed by a demon? Or is it
What?
like,
Come on, you know the answer to that question.
I mean, I know. They broke Zordon's tube open, and the power of love turned Zedd and Rita into a nice orange county couple.
Huh.
I would kind of watch that, actually. Zedd and Rita in the neighborhood.
And Ivan Ooze is the grumpy neighbor.
Yeah. He's like the nosy, grumpy neighbor.
Your dog's pooped in my yard.
They send their like Uzis and their putties after each other.
Yeah.
Just like it's a Hatfield McCoy kind of thing. I mean, actually, I'd watch it. Goldar's like the Kramer. He just like pops in.
Yeah. Love you too, Power Rangers. Everyone laughs. The laugh
Like
track.
Goldar, they left.
Yeah.
They left like hours ago. Goldar. Oh, sorry, I was in the barn licking my crotch.
What?
He's a dog. He's a dog.
He's a
He's
dog.
He's like
He's
a dog.
like a Labrador.
He's like a Labrador. Yeah. Where's our audience awe? Well, we're not getting in that. No. How dare you? Really, it just sounds like Married with Children, but with Zedd and Rita.
Love and marriage.
There we go. Tubes.
Yeah, you know, Love and Marriage. And then she was Tony Soprano's wife.
Wait. No. What?
Or, sorry, no, that's wrong. Then she was the mom on, what's it called? Sons of Anarchy.
Rita was?
Yeah.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
The actress who played Rita Repulsa. Are we
What?
talking?
Oh, no.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute. I was so confused.
No, you said Married with Children.
Yes. Oh, you're talking about Katie Seagal.
You know what?
Played Peg Bundy
Yeah.
and now was on Sons of Anarchy. Yes, that makes more sense to me.
Yeah. I'm just glad that we're friends, you know.
I'm glad that you're safe. Current.
Hey, man, give it time.
Oh, yeah, man. This could go real bad.
You never know.
Like, jeez. We have too much work to do, Matt.
Yeah, dude, I know.
Not just like before Monster Palooza, but we've got work.
Yeah, that's immediately what I thought of. I was like, I mean, like my power just came back on like an hour or two ago, so I'm like, well, I'll hit the stream. I was actually talking to Jared in Messenger whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you add the scary claws, and then it makes your little lumps look way better. Look at that. He's ready to fight. Oh, yeah. Big claws? Come on, dude. He's ready to fight.
That dude's
He wants to hang out.
straight up juiced, man.
Yeah. Let's throw him into the old render machine and see how he's feeling. Every now and then I forget about the lighting. It's interesting. It's
interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting character to light, honestly.
Yeah, because I mean, well, you have like his head.
You've got like 4 focal points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it turns out that I lost a little bit of color. Maybe I dynamashed at some point, so I'm just going to paint that up real quick.
It painted the neighborhood Zedd.
And you know what? I was talking to the person down the street. Man, I wish that you could... Okay, well, I was going to delve into some other stupid story, but I will say that this is, every now and then, an educational show. And I mentioned that I was going to paint this arm up real quick. So what I'm going to do is I just fill it with the base color, masked by cavity, and then I'm going to grow that and boost that a little bit. And then I'll invert that, and this is going to give me like basically the deeper parts of the model. And I'm always going to fill it with like, I always turn off view mask. And I'll just go in there and paint in some red. You know, whatever your cavity color is, right? Like it's usually always going to be red if it's a fleshy color.
Yeah.
And I immediately have a little bit of a pop, right, in color. And so what I'll do then, mask by cavity again, but instead of inverting, I'll just grow it, I'll boost it, and then I'll pick like a lighter orange color for like a highlight. And I'll put my little spray on. And I have no alphas, nothing, doesn't matter. And I'm just gonna lightly at like, 30%, just kind of paint the top of the model. And now I've got 3 colors. It's modeled, everything looks fine. Maybe I'll grab some red, hit the cavity a little bit right here where the connect is. Color pick this color.
It's gonna be okay.
It's really simple stuff. It's not like science for right now. Like right now, I'm like, okay, I just want some basic color on my entire model. Now we can send it over and see how it's feeling.
That man's a baby.
That man was born naked.
That man was born to be a baby.
Yeah. Like he just walked in the room. Dude is pissed. Maybe there's a fire in the corner. Gonna leave that off. Yeah, arms looking good. Design wise. God, it's just such a complex character. Like there's so many things. You're like, damn, dude, I gotta sculpt for 10 more hours on this thing to be at like 80%. But that's okay. It'll be a fun piece.
I'll model my dude's head in there. Just gonna throw his little brain in there.
Say what?
Just threw a dude's head in there. Basically, I'm going to use this dude. He's got symmetry on him. And I'm going to turn this into a helmet. He's got his little lips. So I'm just going to...
okay, cool.
That is the structure for the Power Ranger helmet.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Bash away.
A little bit of a party zone.
Party zone, party town.
Party zone, party town.
Party town, party town. Come on down to Party Town.
Come on down to Party Town.
It's 8.5 inflate. Perfect. We're going to sample this like a blue color. Come on down to Party Town. We've got Blue Rangers.
The Blue Ranger.
It's a Blue Ranger. Little helmet. I love that they have like little faces, little mouths. It's always hilarious.
Yeah, the man out.
Thank God they have the mouth there. Otherwise, I wouldn't,
I wouldn't recognize it as a human being.
Maybe it softens it a little bit, They're like, oh, well, he's got a mouth.
He was born with a mouth and he'll die with a mouth.
He's got a mouth. He's got a full human mouth.
We are stupid.
That's so dumb. This is just
Yeah, well, that's cool though. I guess after you think about it for a second, you're like, man, it's better to start with the human base on this thing than it is to hard
Like
surface model and then add them.
yeah. So I was like, and also I'm incredibly lazy, and I just didn't want to sculpt it from scratch.
Yeah, dude, of course not. Because at the end of the day, we're just here to fun.
Yeah, we're just trying to have some fun.
And you're already done. Look, you're already done.
Like that's 90% of it right there. Boom. But it is like sometimes the most efficient way is just duplicate the model, inflate it slightly, make it a different color, and then sculpt out.
Right.
It's classic concept art 101.
Is there like some sort of like subtle creepy music going on?
Yeah, that's happening.
Okay.
Does it scare you?
No, I can just barely hear it. Maybe my volume's too low. I just didn't realize there was music playing.
Oh no, it's very subtle. We get music now.
Yeah, we got the subtlety, the sounds of.
It's because we have James.
Yeah, well, James is the best.
James is the best.
Huge fan of this dude.
The guy's a jammer. The guy knows how to jam. Yeah, the mouth is. Yeah, I never really thought about like why they have mouths. It's just, but it's cool, and that's probably why. Also, if you think about it, the Power Rangers were aliens.
No.
Aren't they? In the 2014 movie, they're kind of aliens.
Okay, Mr. 2014 man.
Was it 2016 when the movie came out?
I don't know, but that's not like the 90s.
Okay, are we asking about the 90s then?
That is the Power Rangers. Look at the Power Ranger you're sculpting right now.
I know, that's
That
Billy.
is not an alien from 2014. That's Billy.
That's Billy.
And he was a kind, intelligent man.
Man,
And Zedd has killed him.
Zedd has destroyed this Power Ranger. Do I do straight up the helmet, or do I do like my take on it?
I mean, your Zedd is your take. Is that correct?
Yeah,
But it's still recognizable enough. Just put it in your universe.
I'll just do my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just wear a big wet diaper.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Okey-dokey.
That's really scary.
You know that was a quote, right? That was.
Oh no. What's it from?
I think you should leave.
What?
I'm gonna change the company policy and have it be a big wet diaper. That's the hot dog commercial. The hot dog vacuum.
That is really funny. We're all wondering who did it.
We're all wondering who did it. I think this is an actual.
I think my dad wrote this song.
Dad wrote this song?
Yeah.
Love this song.
I like their earlier stuff, but this is good too. You know?
That's cool. All right. Yeah, it's
You know, it's
It's really bohemian.
saying I've got to get a giant print of this dude painted out. I've been wanting to sculpt this dude for years, so I'm excited.
I also feel that way about Zedd. I've been wanting to.
Yeah, right?
Years.
Gosh.
Oh my god, who did not know about I Think You Should Leave? Yeah, don't bring this up. I will not shut up about it. I swear to God, I'm trying not to embarrass myself in front of everybody.
I know, but like people like Jared and I have trouble like just not spouting quotes to like random ass people.
Oh man, I will shout it in a grocery store. I don't care.
I know, like whenever you check out and stuff, you're like, I don't want anyone to have the worst day of their life. They're like, excuse me, sir, are you cash or card? And you're like, oh God, it's happening again.
I can't answer without a Tim quote. Yeah.
Dude, I wonder if Tim's gonna be at Monster Palooza.
God, that would be the best thing ever.
I would crap until I passed away.
I would die again. I embarrassed myself in front of him once, and I would do it.
Dude, you've got plenty of time to do it at least once more.
Oh God, here's hoping. Maybe he likes monsters. I don't know. Tim is a fan of comedy. He likes funny. Also, you're kidding.
What?
You're kidding. Bishop doesn't know.
What?
I think he's been on Twitter long enough to know that I'm a huge dork about it. This is shocking to me. They should all know about it. Everybody should know about it. And then there's the Detroiters.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that, dude. I don't have Apple Plus or whatever it is you guys watch Ted Lasso on.
Well, it was on Hulu when I watched it.
Oh, it's on Hulu?
Yeah. I don't know if it's still on Hulu.
It's not on Hulu.
It's not on Hulu anymore. But Detroiters was great.
I'm gonna say that it's your fault that it's not on Hulu.
I mean, it's probably my fault.
Is that okay? Can I say that?
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I mean it's your fault.
It is my fault, and I'm gonna cry now.
It's not on Hulu.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's such a good show. Well, at least it started.
Really trying to tie in this. This is going to be an interesting piece to print, like his little the skin that wraps around his head. So this is actually one of the things that I like about what I've done with this design is, okay, where's the, yeah, let's go here, see where that's at. Where's that at? I made it visible to where he's got like half a jaw in here, just kind of split. And he's got a little bit of a tongue coming through, still all Dynamesh. But through the face wrapping skin, you can still see a little bit of like a human regenerative form. And I've got all of these teeth coming in, right? That was one of the things that I struggled with his character, is like to make him look cool at all of his like parts, right? Like you want You want like the Birkin to look cool. Like he's getting there. He needs some help. He's looking pretty sweet.
Dude, it looks great.
But you want the monster head to like that small ass detail. If you can like get in here, let's check it out.
Auntie Donna. I've never heard that.
Like that. Give it some depth of field. You want it to read like, oh yeah, that's a scary monster head, right? That's what you want. Let's send it over. See what's nice. Yeah. Give it some depth of field. Depending on the scale of your model, you'll have to. But yeah, there he is. Liking that. Yeah. Liking that. Liking where that's at. I'll add that camera. Because whenever you see this, like, I remember seeing this, like, the first time in the game, like, you don't really notice the monster aspects of the character the entire time you're fighting against him. Like, all of the different versions. You're always just seeing, like, even, I mean, whenever I was little, I was always like, oh, there's a little bit of a dude in there. Like, you know, like Birkin's like, oh my God,
yeah.
There's a guy's head in there. That's really weird. And there's a whole monster around him, you know, like, so you want to be able to look at it and all the different, I kind of wanted to bring that out, right? Like I added this entire thing where the teeth have already come out, kind of surrounded the head as like my own little take on it. I'm liking where it's going though.
How many skeletons do I have in?
Man. But there is a part whenever you reach like that 80% and you're like, all right, I'm done.
I know, dude.
You're like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
I am cooked.
You're like, fuck, dude. I'm
tired. I know, man, and that's why like it's so easy to like leave and come back.
Mm-hmm.
But you just have to power through sometimes.
I know, man. Like, and that's why like sometimes like doing that test print and setting the setting the project aside for a couple of days until the test print comes out. You're like, oh, okay, I'm excited about this again.
Yeah, it kind of it breathes new life into it. Just doing something new with it, seeing it in a new way. It's like after you post, and you're like, oh, I see everything that's wrong with it now. It's immediately after you post anything. You're like, oh, I hate it.
Yeah, like I've still got to hit. Ugh. It's looking good. There's a lot left.
There's so much left to do.
But made a lot of headway. I like this level of detail that I was noodling on. Like, look at that. That's gross. That's like grandma's varicose Walmart veins right there, man.
God.
Look at that. That's disgusting. I'm going to paint him up a little bit. See if we can make it gross. You know. The boost is a good feature.
The Moose Boost?
The boost of the mask.
Oh, you like it. I think he likes it.
You know, I think I like it.
It is pretty cool. Man, I remember when I learned about smooth peaks and smooth valleys.
Do you remember last episode whenever you learned about smooth stronger?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, dude, you got to get all gross with it. Make it purple and blue, man. That's where the varicose nature comes from. You want those spider veins.
Yeah.
That's what they call them. Like, you want that. I mean, look at it. It's awful. Just lightly hitting that. I mean, you're like, dude, I don't want to be around this guy. I don't want my kids around this dude.
I don't want to have to look at those.
He's really.
I can't look at those anymore.
There's something really wrong with this dude.
Like, it makes me physically uncomfortable.
And the thing that upsets me the most, Dad, I'm talking to my dad the whole time. I'm 4 years old. I'm like, he's got this crazy little baby hand.
Yeah, weird, right?
He's got this crazy little baby hand, and I honestly think I'm going to leave it that way. I'm going to have just this muscular mass going down to this weird little... Dude, I need to give him like one extra finger, right? I got to give him like one extra finger. Don't you think?
See, I mean...
Like like this. Like you just kind of like pull it out.
I like it without.
Okay.
I don't think he needs an extra finger.
He doesn't need an extra finger.
But hear me out.
Okay.
What if there are a bunch of teeth back there?
What?
Like a tooth or something. A couple teeth?
Oh, he's got some teeth that are going up the arm, that are coming out the spine, that are, you know what? Let's slap those down right quick. I got a VDM I can load up. I'm going to load one up, and I'm just going to start slapping teeth in there and see how it feels.
I think you're going to like it.
I think we might be on the way and on the road.
Oh, we're on the road.
Oh, yeah. What do we got? We got some teeth in here somewhere. Yeah, look at these. I made some teeth. Yeah, maybe I'll just get like... I'm just gonna use this just to see. I always just pull up the chisel creature brush and I'll just add from mesh. I'm like, okay, see what's up. Looks like it works. I'm gonna save this model. And yeah, you were saying have some teeth in there. I was thinking maybe they work up into the back because I've got the front with all these teeth. It only makes sense because, guys, here in a second I'll look it up, but this thing's final form is 99% teeth. So it's a...
Oh, see?
It's a good...
Worked out.
Yeah, it's a really good note, right? Like, it's a good design note.
Thanks, man.
I think you did a good job.
Sometimes I impress myself.
My favorite thing, I do this a lot, especially with the work that I'm doing these days, is, you'll turn the stroke to dots. You'll draw all of your teeth out here, or your scales, or fins, or whatever they are. And then for the spacing, you'll just adjust your lazy mouse. Like right now it's at 0.47, right? So if I put it up at 0.6, it's going to have a farther distance, right? And it's also going to add some immediate variation. Now, you can do this with Sculptress on some meshes, but the size of your brush will delegate how many polys come through on it. So yeah, I'll probably just run some lines around this dude and see, maybe like the big break in silhouette is actually sick, dude.
Say what's going on? Yeah, that's cool.
That's actually
Yeah.
big, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, even just dragging. I mean, that is, yeah, dude, you nailed it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it helps a lot.
that's great. Yeah, because I mean, that's that extra little. Because I've
It,
already
it,
added that extra
gonna
language here, and then
stab,
carrying it out. Yeah,
like it's gonna stab you the whole time.
like he's ready to make you pass away. I've got some snap and Turla set up. Let's see. Maybe I can. Let's get this. Let's just see. Whoops. Snake hook. Whoops. Okay. But yeah, man, another thing that I do, like, especially if I have a complicated alpha like this, which is sometimes you got to refresh your, oh, and you can actually just left and right, which we discovered a couple of weeks ago. So sometimes I'm like, oh, dude, I've got this alpha with all these teeth, right? And I'm like, oh, man, like, they're crazy, but I only want a couple of them. You can go ahead and make like another, you can make another alpha just as easily, but I'll also just go in here and be like, okay, if I want a gradient from these large teeth into some smaller teeth, several ways you can do that. One thing that I would do, like, doesn't matter if you're Dynamest or not, but I'll do this a lot, right? I'll store a morph target, and I won't even draw out a mask. I'll just be like, okay, let's add some teeth right here. I just jammed a bunch of teeth in there. And then what I'll do is I'll grab the morph brush, take that intensity down, RGB off, and just start painting back in. It's going to meet the vert ID halfway, right? And there it is. Like, I could have spent a lot of time, like, I don't know, using the same alpha over and over again to get exactly whatever this is. Not saying this is what I want, but that's a technique that I use for a lot of stuff. Even on these like these lines right here, whenever you're doing like scales like this and you have it set up for dots. Okay, so these teeth, right? Like, look at that. Like, that's awesome already. And there are a couple of settings that you can change that can vary some of this. But with the dots, from what I understand, it is very limited. So what I'll do is I'll just draw it out, use my morph brush, BMG, morph brush, used to be MO, and I'll like take the intensity down to like 1 or 2, and then you can just scale. Look at that. Like, I just immediately morph back, and I can scale into a nice gradient to where they're low in the valleys and high in the peaks in like half a second, right? I'm not going to keep that, but that's a tip, man, and that's a tip that'll make your parents happy.
We'll pay dividends in tips.
I think it's so specific for this mesh. I'm just going to keep it, drag rect, and I'll just pop them in exactly where I want them, right? Because his hands are like the language. Like, this is like the language. Like, you've got some weird pinkies, but they're all big, sharp, scary boys.
It's yeah, that looks great, dude. Look at that shit. Oh yeah. Let's see. I've got my tubes, and then the start of a block out.
Oh, dude, nice.
Yeah. Still some work to do, but we'll get it in there. I still got a lot of work to do on his staff. Like I tweaked the Z, but like I want to fix all this nonsense.
I know it's wild how we get like ahead of ourselves as artists, which is it's cool because we get so excited, right? Like that's the thing. And that's
Yeah.
like one thing you've got to learn about is like taming some of that. Your expectations. It's like, damn.
How much?
realistically-
Yeah, like how much can I really get done? And that's the thing is especially for like intro students, right? I tell them pick the stupidest, easiest thing you can do, right? And they'll throw things at me, and I'm like, that's going to take you way longer than you think, or that's going to be way harder. You can do it, but I'm warning you, it's going to take a long time. And they'll come at me at the end of the class, and they're like, "Yeah, you were right. That was a lot." And I'm like,
Don't
"Yeah."
come at me, bro.
I was like, "Yeah." And then we all had a milk party.
Had a milk party.
Yeah, you go have a milk party.
Where you just bring your own dairy product.
Yeah, you just bring your own milk. I've actually got some.
Just bring your own milk.
I've got some splat alphas that I'm going to use for that veiny goodness.
All right, I'm gonna pop this dude over. Let's see what he's looking like in the old
Yeah,
they
they can't say nothing if you order a steak and a glass of water.
And the guy comes by and he says, "But no sloppy steaks."
No sloppy steaks, guys. Okay. Oh, I need to make this an alpha. Do I not? Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want to push it too much, but I do like the idea. So I'm going to dial it down big time.
Bib time.
And it turns out, during my tutorial, I did not save a morph target. Or maybe it was on here.
Squidby.
Oh shit.
All right, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. We're going to take some noise. I'm just using a default noise from the noise tool palette up here. You just come in the noise. So I'm picking out this one, this purple one.
Oh,
I
that's
like the
cool.
holes.
I didn't even know there was a noise thing up there.
Dude, there's all these goodies up here.
What do you do? Where is that?
It's in the light box.
You go to Lightbox and then wow, yeah. there's
Yeah,
like-
it restores it like
It's
yeah,
just
you're
like last time. You didn't
Yeah.
know something stronger, and now I don't know any of this. Look at all of these things.
There's so many. But I like this one because one, it looks like holes, like a bunch of little holes, and it's scary.
He's a fan of holes.
I'm a fan of holes, and then you turn off the color, maybe scale it up or down. You use this with like mask by noise. Invert, sharpen that up, and then we've got some webbing.
Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey.
Yeah. So that's how we're going to treat that. And then I'm going to extract this, and that's going to be like our slimy, webby surface.
Oh, you're gonna split it off.
Yeah, you know.
He knows. You know.
My man.
My man. That's the thing that I like.
But you got to mask by noise. And then invert.
Yeah, well, I think that I'm at a place where I'm okay with
Set
tonight.
a place in a time.
It's feeling good.
Yeah.
it's feeling good. I eventually, man, the teeth note was cool. I took it out of the arm, but I left it going into the arm, and I feel like it's hitting the silhouette very nicely right there.
Yeah, that helps a lot, and it leads the eye up to the head.
Yeah, and maybe even from here, I'll have it go down back into the elbow in a more subtle way or something like that. Because that was sick. I also I hit the arm big time. The big arm. He's looking solid. He's got some. He's got his basic forms in there. I'm happy with some of the secondary language going on in here. Some of the underlying stuff that I've kind of sculpted in. That's cool. And I finessed the headpiece here. I tried to make it to where, Ortega would always hit you. He'd be like, from every angle, your model has to look good from every angle.
Every possible.
I'll sculpt him like, oh, it looks good. And you turn over here and they're like 10 degrees difference. You're like, that looks like a pile of shit. But now I've got it to where the draft, I'm all happy with it. I think, even up here, like, it's looking, I'm liking it. And I very rarely get excited about the things that I'm working on, but I am liking, like, the direction this is going. So it's a fun piece for sure.
Supreme victory.
Oh, okay.
I like that. I like Supreme Victory.
That's oh God, is that Killer Instinct? Yeah, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Do it. Yeah, actually, Cinder was my main for sure.
Cinder, really?
Yeah, Cinder, Fulgore, and Glacius. I was never
Fulgore.
I could run Jago, but man, like, what's up? Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's looking dope. Dude, are you going to make the staff impaling the decapitated body of the Blue Ranger?
Dude, now that you say it out loud.
You kind of have to.
I have to.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like,
but now I gotta make a whole Power Ranger and everything.
Oh, dude, and his arm is hanging off the edge of the rock.
Hold on.
Oh. Dude, and
hold
you
on.
just, yeah, dude.
Okay, we're gonna do a little draw over.
Yeah, let's see.
Why does this keep happening to me?
Okay, all right, okay. So we got our blue. So he's decapitated. His arm is kind of like down here.
Yeah.
His legs got to be like down here or something.
Yeah.
And he just looks like he's just.
Dude, come on. Oh, yeah, dude, come on. Let's go.
An ultra-violent Power Rangers could be cool.
Yeah, if you do that, then we can have that piece next to my Joker piece, and it's just two guys.
Oh, two dudes. Yeah, just decapitating dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this, and like maybe his hand is kind of like hanging off here.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then yeah, his foot would maybe have to be on the body or something.
I'm into it.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. What do you think? Do you think I should decapitate a Power Ranger? You let me know.
Because we already have.
Because of those meddling kids. Well, Matt, I'm at time, and I think I didn't get to everything I wanted to do, but I feel good.
I didn't get to everything I wanted to do, but I also am feeling good. And, we can always do one more week.
We can always do more. I mean, and that's kind of the thing is like we can do whatever we want.
And that's the thing. We are adults and we can do whatever.
We can do that. I mean, and really, if we're having fun,
yeah,
then so what?
That's the big deal. We want to have fun. We did make some good progress.
Make some good progress.
Solid internal notes for myself. I'm feeling good about it. Your sculpture's looking awesome. My house is not in a tornado right now. In the next several hours, we will find out everything.
Yeah, buddy.
But if they pass over, what do we got? I think it was Tuesday and Wednesday. Then I'll get both of those printers set up, buy 10 years worth of resin. I'm
really hoping to get my parts, and so I too can buy 10 years worth of resin, and we can just be like, boom, boom.
We can just boom. You know what? We've got the tables. Let's just bring the printers, and we're just printing as we go.
We'll just print it in front of people, and then be like, you got to wait 8 hours.
Dude, Bro, you gotta wait fucking 34 hours.
You gotta wait 34 hours.
And it's gonna mess up at the end.
Come back on Sunday.
Yeah.
Can you please compare my life as a teenage robot to Vin's paws on YouTube because of animation? I don't know what those words mean.
I also do not understand that.
I don't know what that means. I
heard there might be a generational.
I think you think that we are not crazy people.
Yeah, I am a full-blown psycho.
Yeah, we're psychotic. Anyway, okay, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap this. Hang out with us if you want to contact us and be our friend. I'm at MonsterMash042 on Twitter. Until that platform.
My English level is being chilling. Is that being chilling? I'm sorry, Jared. Go ahead.
Wait, I'm sorry, what? Bing chilling. Is that like the chatbot? I don't know what's going on.
It's John Cena.
I don't understand.
It's okay.
And then Matt Millard is at itchytasty_. Don't forget the underscore. And at Matt Millard 3D. Send us what you're working on. If you are making a monster and you are watching this show at the same time, share it with us. Tell us.
Don't even hesitate.
Darkest fears.
We want to know.
Your
interpersonal drama.
Anyway, we're on the road to Monsterpalooza. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you to James for running everything, for making the show a delight. Thank you to Gnomon School of Visual Effects. Thank you to our sponsor, Lenovo and AMD. Matt, please, for the love of God, stay safe. We really hope this doesn't come near you guys at all. So stay safe, buddy, and good luck.
Later, guys.